Welcome all. In this video, we are going to see the Pulumi challenge on one quick start to rule them all. So basically what this is Pulumi architectural templates makes it easy and quick and easy to get started with wide variety of clouds, tools and technology when we want to try something new, but don't want to write multiple times the same template. So it is a great way to get started with Pulumi quickly, no matter what we are going to build. And so on this challenge, what we are going to see is we are going to uh, use serverless AWS templates on this particular challenge. So before we start this uh, challenge, we need to accomplish some of the prerequisites. The first one is a Pulumi account. So I already have the Pulumi account. If you don't have it, you can easily get it signed up and you can log in into the Pulumi account. And the second one is a Pulumi CLI. So you can click on this Pulumi CLI, and as I am using a Linux environment, I am just copying the Linux script. If you are using Windows or Mac OS, according commandlet, you can choose it. So I'm just copying the Linux commandlet, and I'm going into my Linux environment, and I'm pasting the command. So basically, it is getting downloading from the Pulumi package, and it is extracting it. So here it says. Pulumi is now installed successfully. And the third one is the Python 3.9 or higher. So basically, we already have the Python version. So let me check for it. Okay, the hyphen version. So it says Python 3.7.10. So let me do So here, if you see, we have 3.7.10. It's already been installed and it is in latest version. So currently, nothing need to do from our end. And the AWS account. So I already have my AWS account. So you can also easily sign up if you're not having AWS account, and AWS CLI. So AWS CLI I've already installed. So once you have installed the AWS CLI, you need to configure your access key and your secret so that you can deploy the resources in AWS. So how to do that is you need to give AWS configure. So I already given my access key and secret. So here you need to give your AWS access key ID and your secret access key and the region which you are going to deploy. So currently I have selected as US West 2. So if you want to deploy your resources in your own region, you can give the respective resources. And the default output format I have given as a JSON. So once this is done, so we are ready to start the challenge. So step one is a Pulumi architectural template. So here, what we are going to see is we are going to create a new Pulumi program using the Pulumi architectural template that do specifically for serverless blueprint for AWS with the language of our choice. So Pulumi can create a serverless app with AWS API gateway and Lambda in many common programming languages. So here we are using Python, and to do that, we will first create a new directory called Quickstart challenge. So I'm copying the directory name and make dir Quickstart challenge, and then I'm going into I'm just changing the directory to Quickstart challenge. So now I am into the Quickstart challenge directory, and then I'm going to run this commandlet. Let's see if I run this commandlet, you can see like what are all the things it is happening. So here, once I given it, it will be asking to log in into my Pulumi account. So you can do it in two ways. One, you can give your access token, or you can log in into using your browser. So here, if you see, regardless of the language we choose, the Pulumi CLI will ask some questions. So we will give my I will give my access token of the Pulumi. So once I given my Pulumi token, I need to give a project name. So if you see here, the project name, they are saying to give one quick start. So I'm giving one quick start. And the project description, let it be like serverless app on AWS API gateway and Lambda. And the stack name they are asking, let it be in dev. Here, if you also see, they are giving the stack name as dev. And the region, I'm giving as US-West-2. So it will install the dependencies, and followed by that, it will create a virtual environment as well. Here you can see it will installing the latest dependencies and the Pulumi packages. So those things it will be getting installed. Let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes to complete. So once this is completed, we need to run Pulumi up so that it will show the preview of what all the changes are going to be happen. Post that, we will give yes to create our resources in our AWS account. So here, if you see it, it have installed all the dependencies, and our project is also ready to go. And if you go to my Pulumi account, here you can see a new stack has been created under the name called One Quick Start, and the stack name which we are given as dev, right? And the runtime which we are given as the Python. So here you can see the stack and the README and what are the things we are performing in this particular stack. We can able to see in here, and the resources, what all the resources are getting created, it will be listed down here. And these are all the other settings with respect to the stack. So now we will run Pulumi up. So here first it will be previewing the update. Okay, so it will list down like what all the resources are going to be created from the Pulumi Quickstart template. So here if you see, so these are all the resources it is going to be created. So IAM role, Lambda function, and API gateway. Okay, and these are all the things it is going to happen. So it will ask like, so if you see here, the 12 resources are going to be getting created, and the output it will list down the URL. Okay, and here also if you see what is the operation we are going to perform. So yes, I'm giving arrow mark yes, and I'm giving yes. So here if you see all the resources will be getting created, and here also you can see in the activity, if you can see it is in updating stage. If I give details, here you can see all the changes, timeline, what all the things I have given, the configuration, metadata, all the things you can easily see in the Pulumi console as well. So let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes to create all the required resources. So here Pulumi will stand up AWS API gateway and Lambda instance with all the necessary roles and permission, plus a hello world website displaying the current time. So you can see it right within a single or two commands. We have erected or we have deployed AWS API gateway and Lambda instance with the necessary roles and permissions, plus a website as well. Cool, right? So next thing is we need to have with policy packs. So when we are using some Python or any languages, Pulumi allows you to enforce gated deployment with policy packs, which is actually it is available with the free tier itself. So there, these are all like it will have some set of rules. and that is expressed in a programmatically way that are executed against the resources being deployed. So any violation of those rules will the deployment will be not running. So basically a policy which will have some set of rules. So those rules, if it is going to be matched, that will be running without any issue. If it is not going to, if it is having some any violation, the block, it will get blocked. So usually policy packs are used to enforce security or cost optimization rules, but in this case, we are going to use one to interact with the swag provider. So that they have created one swag provider. So from that, basically due to that, we are creating a policy pack. So within our existing project directory, we need to create a new directory for the policy pack. So here, if you see, all the resources has been created, and if you see the output, we'll just copy the output of the URL, and I'm copying it. So here you can see it, right? Serverless with Pulumi and the current time. So this is what we have expected, and this is coming without any issues. Great, right? So now we will we will create a new directory for policy, and we will change the directory into policy. Okay, now I am in my policy folder. You can see it, right? And now I am going to create my policy pack. So this is the command which it will create my policy pack. I'm just copying it. Pulumi policy new AWS-Python. So here you can see it is the policy pack has been created, and it is installing the dependencies for us. So let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes to install all the dependencies for this policy pack. So here, if you see, once this particular action is completed, you will see like what are the folders or files it is getting created. If you see it, it will once again, you will create several files, including main_py, and the default policy pack will prevent developer from allowing public read access on an AWS S3 bucket. But that is not, we are going to do it here, right? So this is actually the existing commandlet. So here you can see our new policy pack is ready to go. Now if I give ls, clear it. Okay. Yeah, if you see here, 4 files has been created, and also if I open my main file, here you can see these are all like AWS S3 related things, and it is getting some enforcement packs, but that is not what we are going to do, right? So I am just editing it, and I am going to remove this content. So how to remove all those things in a single thing instead of giving I and doing backspace, it will take some time. So you can do escape 2 times, and you can click D. So it will delete very easier. So now I'm going to copy the existing content which was given here. So basically, these are all the swag related details. So it will go to the Google Doc forms, and so what are the string parameters, email address size. All right. So I'm just copying it, pasting this. I'm just giving save by giving colon WQ exclamatory. So it got saved. Let's verify whether it has been the file has been updated or not. So it's kind of a best practice. So here you can see with a new commandlet, sorry, with a new code for our policy pack. So once this is done, we need to comply with the policy, right? So we have defined some certain JSON file containing some specific data like name, email, address, and size. So now we need to go into our Quickstart challenge directory. So I am into my Quickstart challenge directory, and now I need to create a swag.json file with the required information. So I am giving vi swag.json. I'm just copying it, pasting it. So I am going to update my details in this file. I have updated my files in the swag.json, and once that is done, we need to add some of the dependencies in the root of our repo. So if you see in the requirement.txt file, here you can see the Pulumi and AWS API Gateway AWS SX. So we need to add two more dependencies into this file. So I'm here, you can see the policy, right? So this is essential. So I'm editing this vi requirement.txt, and I am adding the another two dependencies that need to be there. So it is done. Okay. Yeah, giving escape and colon wq exclamatory, done. So now I am just checking whether it has been updated or not. So here you can see it is been updated. Now we need to run this Pulumi preview policy pack policy swag.json. Before we do that, we have updated our the requirement.txt file, right? So basically we need to have in a virtual environment, and from there we need to update our requirements into this specific Pulumi directory. If we are not doing that, we will get an error where the model is where the Pulumi policy model is not there. So to do that, we need to be in a virtual environment. So basically, this is a virtual environment to activate our shell. And once that is done, we need to update our dependencies by pip install -r requirement.txt. So it will install the extra added things into our virtual environment. And once that is done, we can easily run the command pulumi preview policy pack policy swag.json. As I have already ran this command, so once you run this command, you will get a 200 response where your necessary details will be getting uploaded. So once that is done, congratulations, we have completed the Pulumi challenge. And post this, we can leave it as it is, or means or as otherwise, if I want to don't need these resources, then I can run this command pulumi destroy -y. What this command will do, it will tear down all of the resources. So I'm giving pulumi destroy -y. So these activities you can see in here also, or otherwise in here also you can easily see it. So here you can see it, right? It is in running. See, these resources have been deleted in our AWS account, and how much time it have been taken. So those things we can easily see in here itself. And once this is done, if I want to delete the stack also, I can give this command pulumi stack rmdev. So if I give it this, our stack also got removed. So here, if I click on stack, you can't able to see that as we have deleted it. And here you can see this is one of the template. You can also try other architectural template as well. So that's it for this Pulumi challenge on one quick start to rule them all. Thanks for watching this video.